This is Peter Lau. Today is Saturday, February 29th. I'm at 10524 Julius Avenue, Downey, California. I'll be entering through the rear side cleanout on the other side of the kitchen sink. So this is the rear side of the house, and we have this cast iron cleanout here. There's the cap and the cleanout itself. In a brief moment, we will be transitioning to the end of the sewer line, as that provides the clearest video. We're about 109 feet into the main sewer line where it ties in with the city sewer. We're noted at a depth of 7 feet. I'll be making my way back towards the access point. So currently what you're seeing on the screen, this is where the private line, which is coming from the property that is being inspected, meets the public line. And the public line is what the city will take responsibility for, which is why I scope up to where the private meets the public line. So currently working my way back from clay piping, as that's very typical to see. Most cities will use clay for their sewer line material. So there is root intrusion noted almost immediately. So this amount of roots isn't causing any blockage at the present time of inspection. So the way that roots get into the sewer is actually, it usually happens with clay piping. That's kind of the most common thing to see. So it happens because of these offsets in the joints that connect two sections of piping together. Moisture is allowed to seep out of those joints, and if you have trees or plants growing in close proximity to the sewer line, that's typically why you get roots growing in. So we have some grease, some roots within the sewer. So water was ran prior and during the inspection to make sure everything's draining properly. So even though we're seeing roots right now, there wasn't causing an issue with drainage. The distance indicator is on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. So the service life of clay is estimated at approximately 100 years. There's obviously been cases where it's failed before that, and also cases where it's gone beyond. In this case, other than the roots, the clay looks to be in functioning condition. Roots and offsets are a very common thing to see within these clay lines. Typically, I'm also looking out for any kind of cracks, displacements, anything that may cause complications to the sewer line. I'll be making note of. But as of right now, we're just noting the offsets of the root intrusion. So right now we're approaching the front portion of the home, and we will transition materials here shortly. So at about 42 feet, we do transition materials from clay piping, which they'll use for any portion of the front side of the house to the city, to cast iron. So cast iron is indicated, the use of cast iron is indicated. Cast iron was used in homes built before the 1970s. And scaling is observed within the cast iron portion of the line. So scaling is the buildup of minerals, as well as grease and other sediment and debris that gets drained into the kitchen sink, as well as the bathroom toilets. And that dark water that you're seeing is a mix of water and sediment and grease. Making my way back from a series of turns. And and then you'll notice right away that the line is narrowing in size. So this isn't uncommon. Usually the plumbing underneath the house is going to start off at about 1.5 inches in terms of diameter, and then it transitions to 3 to 4 inches as we get closer to the main. And since I'm using the clean out that's on the other side of the kitchen, this piping material is going to be at that 1.5 inches. So this will conclude the inspection of the main sewer line. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to call, text, or email me. Thank you.